And just like that, Nashville, just like that, man, we're back. We're back, man. Good morning to you guys again. Good morning. We are in the last episode, Nashville, the last episode of our September season that we've deemed to be an exclusive season. So we've had Two Live Bree, we've had Charles Key, we've had Miles the Millennial. Make sure y'all check those out on our audio platforms, and we have some of them on our YouTube platform. YouTube, what's up?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You know what I'm saying? We're here, man. YouTube. Want to thank you guys for joining us as well. To our YouTube audience, you may notice something that's a little bit different about our platform today. We don't have our Black Man Vent 2 banner that's supposed to be right here. Charge it to our heads and not our hearts. But it will be here on the next episode because I know you're going to tune in, because I know you subscribe, and I know you're getting them notifications. So let's ride back to it, man. We here, man. Super excited to be with you guys on today. Nashville, have you heard a Black Man Vent today? Man, I've been watching this guy that's in front of me for a long time, and I don't try to watch him too much because his platform, man, I might catch a left hook or a right jab. So I got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm treading lightly. But a good friend of mine, Mr. Ryan Shaw, man, is here with us, man. Let's talk about him and hear him vent on our exclusive season of Black Man Vent 2. Ryan Shaw, a Nashville native, began his athletic career at a young age by playing middle school basketball, where he quickly learned the importance of sportsmanship, teamwork, and determination. These core values allowed him to excel as an athlete, which landed him a spot on the all-district team in high school. After graduating from Hunters Lane High School in 2013, Sean attended college at Western Kentucky University. During his third year at WKU, Shaw sought to find a healthy way to manage everyday stress and life's demands. This journey led him to finding his passion for boxing. After months of professional training, Shaw decided to step into the ring of his first amateur match, which led to a total of 6 amateur fights with a final record of 4-2. Over time, Shaw remained dedicated to his sport while improving his skills. His hard work paid off when Shaw decided to make his professional debut in 2020. Shaw continued to climb the ranks with a current record of 4-0. Five. Man, get me right. 5-0.
Hey, he done knocked the dude out
somebody else
since
out.
the last time them stats came out, man.
Yeah, man. Man, 5-0 and doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon. Man, I love to hear it, love to see it. Bring it to the Black Man Vent Table, my good friend, good brother. Mama say knock you out. My guy, Ryan Shaw. Big dog, how you doing this morning, man?
Good, man. I'm good.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah,
we appreciate you coming, man. Appreciate you coming,
man.
bro.
Don't let the subtle voice fool you, man. Like I said, man, my boy's really with that. You know what I'm saying? But we really want to just thank him, man. Thank you, Ryan, again, bro, for being on the show.
Appreciate you.
You know, just again, we try to on our platform have a variety of different black men, and we have not had a boxer yet. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we just want to thank you for being on. And again, Nashville, have you heard of Black Man Vent today? Let's get into it. Ryan, man, dude, man, what's up? How you living, man? How you feeling this morning? You know, man, who is Ryan Shaw, man? Talk to someone that is in Nashville that may not know you necessarily, man. Kind of talk about, you know, just who you are, man, and what you're all about.
Yeah, well, I mean, you heard through the bio, I'm a native, so yeah. So I've described myself. Just a hard worker, man. Once I set my mind to doing something, you know, I'm on it. I'm on it, man. I'm dedicated. Like, man, I don't give myself a lot of credit, but just from the people around me and just me knowing who I am, I know that like I am dedicated. I have a work ethic like no other. So I've always been like that towards anything. Man, an unmatchable work ethic, man. So yeah.
Man, love to see it, man, because a lot of times, you know, culturally, we don't possess that work ethic. Then we try to blame it on the other man or, you know, the government or what we ain't getting versus, you know, at the end of the day, you the only one that's looking in that mirror when you wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So that work ethic, man, definitely plays a role in everything that you do, man. So I wanted to just ask you here at the Vent Table, man, you know, you let us know, man, that you're 27 years old. Within 27 years of life, man, what can you say that you would love to vent about on our show today, man. What's been on your mind, on your heart, on your spirit, man? What is it, man, that we can get out today, man, for our audience to see? What does Mr. Shaw want to vent about today on Black Men Vent Table?
Man, so over the last couple of weeks, like talking to my homies, I've been talking to like my sisters. I just the conversation of it's okay for men to cry.
Oh man,
That's what
yes, sir.
I've caught myself saying that so many times over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Like, I just see so many men. Like, of course, we taught, to be tough. You know, don't cry. You know, don't show emotion. But I just see a lot of guys, and I'm like, man, you just need to cry. Like, you need a hug from another man that knows it's okay to cry as well. That's what you need. So that's just like, I've just caught myself saying that over the last couple of weeks so many times. Like, it's okay for us to cry. And then, like, it's okay. So, but that's just because I just see it every day. Like, the tough. It's nothing wrong with being tough. It's nothing wrong with that. But it's okay to be vulnerable.
Yeah, man.
And that's been such a blessing over. So 20, what was this? I said about 2015, 2016. I had really 2015 when I was my last year that I was in school. Like, I didn't finish, but that was my last year. So I had just like went through a really tough time. And granted, I grew up in church. Well, I don't want to. I grew up around church.
Right.
But like, I was there physically, but mentally, like, I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't tapped in. So I've always heard my moms, talk about trusting God and stuff. So I'm in school. I'm going through a tough time, and I was like, let me try this. Let me see what this is about. So I really got really tapped into the word. Really got in tune with it. So 2016, I had came back here for school, and I was like, God, like, I just need a solid group of men to be around, because like, I just don't have that. I don't have that account. That's before I knew what accountability was. It's just I didn't know what accountability was then. So God just kind of, well, he didn't kind of do what he did. I just got introduced to a solid group of men, and that was the first time I saw like it was okay to like be vulnerable in front of other men. Like, it's okay to cry. So that's been since 2016. Like, that's just been major for me. Like, I've just seen the difference in my life. I've seen how that made me a better person. I've seen how that helped me to look at other men. You know what I'm saying? And just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So just that as a man, being vulnerable, especially as an African American man, with all the stuff we got going on in this world today, like just I mean, I don't have to say everything, because we all know what's going on. It's like, bro, it's okay to just be vulnerable. It's okay to admit that you hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to do all of that. So here lately, like, I've just been saying that a lot. Like, man, I just see a lot of guys that try to, and I hate saying the term act hard, but that's all it is. It's like guys trying to act hard on a daily basis. I'm just like, dude, just cry. It's that simple. Just cry. And it is okay for you to cry. So that's just
And you know what? Once you get that emotion out, man, it stops you from suppressing, because we do that a lot, man. And then when we suppress, see, you can only suppress so long, man, because as you suppress stuff, man, eventually it's gonna build and it's gonna spill. And when it spills, we don't know what they're gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might get hurt, somebody might get killed, and then you got another scenario where if somebody get killed, you got two families that's been affected by one person suppressing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's suppressing, and this other dude, like you said, he ain't about to cry. So you got two dudes, man, that finna get it on, man, all because of emotions, just built up emotions. You know what I'm saying?
And that's suppression, man. That's a you can break a generational curse by just, boom, just crying. You can break a generational curse right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, like I said, just the accountability, like what some of us are taught as like what men are supposed to do growing up, and just having those guys to hold me accountable. Like, nah, that's not the right way of doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to want to live right. It's okay to, want to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been on that heavy, man. Like, Bro, if you gotta cry, just cry.
I like you saying that, especially being a young dude, man. When me and you was kind of chatting up a little bit off mic, man. And I told him, man, when me and him was talking, he kept saying, yes, sir. I said, dude, my first time meeting you, but I can tell you've been raised right. Because he's still saying, yes, sir, at 27. That's respect, man. And then when I was growing up, that's what it was all about, man. And people don't understand. Respect somebody and honor people that are above you. They get you a long way in life.
Does.
Man. They get you a long way in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to come up without earning your stripes. You know what I mean?
And it's
man.
I one thing, man, Ryan, I think you're probably seeing, we all are seeing this as black men, is it really starts, man, with our kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, I've said this before in a couple of episodes that when you were younger, man, and you probably fell, scraped your knee, I feel like every black boy got that knee scraped. Every black boy got that knee scraped. But yeah, if you grew up, man, you scraped your knee playing around, stuff like that. Your pops told you, man, oh, get up, boy. Man, you all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't cry. No, you might want to cry a little bit. Like, that's blood, you know what I'm saying? It's running down your leg. Like, that's a problem. We got to fix it. So I think, what you're saying, man, to further emphasize our message, man, really of just being able to just be vulnerable, just cry. Man. You know what I'm saying? It starts really from home in a lot of cases because these kids may not feel like they have that environment where they're able to really do that. You know what I'm saying? So especially in Nashville, man, I know you went to Hunter's Lane, right? You know what I'm saying? Even with that, man, talk about in your statement, you know what I'm saying? You said that it's okay to cry. Did you feel that way growing up through Hunter's Lane? And just going up through the halls, man, and stuff like that. It's a different dynamic, especially just in metro schools anyway, man. But it's a different dynamic in high school for sure.
It's just, I'm not gonna say that I did or didn't. I just don't think I was aware of it then. Because I mean, you just, especially as like a popular person in school, like that's just an image. Like it's an image. So you in that image. So it's a lot of stuff you don't think about because you're just holding that image every day. So I really wasn't I wasn't aware of like, it's okay to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't aware of like being vulnerable at that age. I just wasn't because like I said, it's just that everyday image. Like I just know I'm a popular person at school. You know what I'm saying? So it's just cool. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was, I wasn't aware of it then. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not aware of it.
As you went through life, man, what made you aware? You know what I'm saying? That you had to get it really tap into these emotions.
So just starting when you asked about high school, like it's just the responsibilities are different too when you're in high school. So as you get older, responsibilities start to pick up. And, I mean, stuff can get harder because you learning, you're learning about yourself. And I mean, life starts to happen too after high school. So that's when you kind of catch on to, man, like I'm not feeling good, bro. Like I'm really not feeling good. Like I don't like this. And so like you said, if you just keep on holding on and suppressing, it's not the way to go. It's
like
dangerous,
cancer, man.
It's dangerous. So
man.
Like, do you wonder, Ryan, man, why black people traditionally are known for being in jail more than our normal races or ethnicities? Black people are known, man, for 9 times out of 10 being in jail more than another race, being unfortunately dead or deceased than another race, participating in domestic violence, stuff like that, man. We're deemed as such monsters by these other societies and cultures, man. And I think it's really important that we embrace not only just being able to shed tears, but to tap into our mental health. And I wanted to ask you about that, man. Just what is your stance, man, on mental health in the black community, relating to sharing those emotions, man? How do you feel?
I just kind of connected with that, man.
Right.
It's just important to have solid people around you too,
man. Come on, man.
Where they do hold you accountable, where they do have really have your back, like you know what I'm saying? It's just it's so important just to have solid people. Like nobody's meant to go through life alone. You have some people that's like you got some people that's just introvert to the max, bro. Like I'm an introvert, but I like to be around people too. Like I'm just aware of who I should and who I shouldn't be around. Like I'm an introvert, but I'm aware of that. But you just have some people that may never had anybody, so they just you know what I mean? They just off to themselves. Just that's just who they are.
So
But it's dangerous, man. Because
is
even
dangerous.
just
Yes,
you know, even
dangerous.
just knowing that y'all are spiritual. I mean, when you by yourself, like, bro, you giving the devil access to a place that he shouldn't have access to, bro. Because we meant to be in community. You feel me?
Wow.
So when you by yourself, man, that's like I just be laying down, trying to go to bed, and you just get thoughts, like just random thoughts,
That's
like, bro, where did that come
That's
from?
me, man.
You feel me? And he be like,
dude.
you know, and I'm saying you can be around people,
man.
you can be around people all day, every day, but the moment you by yourself, that's when just stuff, just like, huh, like, what, bro? So,
And you know
but yeah,
what?
that mental health, like, I'm sorry, it's good saying, it's good saying people like aware of that and help, like talking about that, because that stuff that. It's been mental health has been here, but like it's people just really starting to talk about it now because you just saying stuff happen every day. And you like, man, like it might be something really wrong with that person. Like people just even though it just seem even though stuff just seem random, it's not random. Because something somewhere happened on like childhood trauma. Like I'm happy to see everybody like hip to that, man.
No, you right, man.
I'm happy to see that.
And it's about time because that's something that's very prevalent in the black society, but it's in the other society too. And what he was talking about earlier, the jail and things of that nature. Reason that is because we're the one that's under the spotlight all the time. You know, we're the one that's highlighted. Those other cultures, they catching cases too. We just don't hear about their cases. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear about their stuff, but ours is always just flat out. There it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think what you said is so true too, that this mental health thing has to be surfaced to the point where it's out now. But now the problem we having is our society is not equipped to deal with it, like financing it and understanding it. Because just like we sitting here today, we look like we pretty healthy, but we could be just as, you know what I'm saying, stuff going on, and we dealing with stuff, and people don't even know. So you can't really look at a person and tell that they dealing with some mental health issues, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it so dangerous, man, because just like them two cats in Memphis last month, man. Hey, man, they look like regular dudes, man. And all of a sudden, they on Facebook capping folk. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at them, you couldn't tell that this dude, something was going on, man. So that mental health thing, I don't know what our government or whoever's behind all this, but I hope we be a part of making people aware and making society aware that mental health is something that's got to be dealt with. And I ain't talking about yesterday. I'm talking about like it got to be dealt with right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, man, especially when you got somebody that you love and you watch them deal with mental health. It ain't a pretty picture, man.
It's not.
I know from a personal standpoint, it ain't a pretty picture, man.
It's not. And so it's cool even just saying athletes. Like I'm not. It's like boxers, a couple of boxers. I'm not fighting this month because mental health issues. I'm dealing with stuff. And I just feel like it's more acceptable for women than men. Like admitting I have a mental health problem. Like I've seen like, and even with celebrity, like men that open up, they get made fun of and like turned into memes. And it's just like, bro,
crazy,
like
man?
that's so so crazy. But it's like, no, that's not. It's not funny. That's a for real problem. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just feel like everybody just got to stay like continue to remain aware and like it's not a joke. Like it's serious, man.
Well, folks dying.
Folks, that's what I'm saying. People going like shooting up public places because of mental health issues. Like, so it's that's, you know, they not just harmful for them, it's harmful for people around them. It's serious. So
and then one of the problems, man, I have, Ryan, you know, is a lot of times people use mental health selfishly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is it's some folks out here that's really, really dealing with this stuff. So don't put that title on you as if you dealing with something when you know that God has blessed you with a right frame of mind.
And you exactly right. Because see what happened, those people that are not really, they're just trying to use the system. They end up getting all this government help and getting all this help, and they don't even need it. And you in line with somebody, you taking something out of away from they really need it.
And I didn't even look at it from that perspective. I looked at it as that's just how I am. You know, some people just use that like that's just how I am. Like I'm not changing.
Because as
like,
much as we advocating it, bro, somebody else sees that as an opportunity.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Somebody see that as a, everybody got different intents, Ryan, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
somebody can see that as an opportunity for that come up on assistance, for that come up on
Yeah.
government aid and financial, all that, man.
Yeah.
When no, dude, like we really need to get to these people
Man.
that really,
Before they
really
do
got some
something, man.
issues,
Yeah,
man. Like
yeah.
this is
Man.
serious.
Yeah, and another thing, since we on this mental health, that's really heavy on me, man.
Yeah.
Is that in this mental health thing, man? It's one of them things where, like you said, if you dealing with something, you dealing with something. But this one thing, don't be ashamed to tell somebody when you got mental health problems, man.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yeah.
ashamed to tell somebody that your thought process is not healthy right now.
Yeah,
Don't be ashamed to
man.
do that, man, because if you suppress that over years, that stuff gonna come out somewhere, and wherever it come out, you might be at Kroger, you might be with your wife, you might be on vacation, you might be on an airplane somewhere, and all of a sudden somebody trigger you the wrong way, man, and next thing you know, here we go. You know what I'm saying? So, man, no, don't play with that mental health thing. Well, let me ask you this, Ryan. I heard you say this, man. I think it is very important, even when you're having those type of issues, is your support system, man. And you talk about bros, some other bros that you got to hold you accountable. I think all black men, matter of fact, I know all black men need somebody to hold them accountable. And now you might not like it when the brothers hold you accountable, but if you cherish their friendship and you cherish what they telling you that you believe is right, you gotta accept it, man. Because at the end of the day, we all got stuff we working on, man. Hey, man, I'm way older than anybody in this room. Man, I'm still working on some stuff. And talking about the mental health thing, man, I might be one click from taking a pill. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, man. You just never know, dude.
It's major. Like,
yeah,
my homies call me out on a lot of stuff. I might not like it, but like, the friendship is the brotherhood is bigger than that. And it's just like, if I don't like it, then you doing your job, bro. You feel me?
Come on, man.
If I'm offended by what you say, if I feel convicted, bro, you doing your job. So like, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And hot, man.
Now, see, that's a different way of looking at it. Everybody ain't gonna take it like that.
No, they not.
I may not take like it at the moment, but like, it might take me a couple of minutes, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, bro, I appreciate that because that's what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Well, culturally, man, we don't accept constructive criticism well.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't accept that well. Like, God forbid I tell my mama that the spaghetti needed more meat in it. You know what I'm saying? Or more pasta sauce. She'll go off. You know what I'm saying? But it shout out to moms, man. But
you in trouble.
Might be getting in trouble on that. But nah, man, just on a serious note, man, you really, really got to understand that as black men, in the skin that we in, man, we go through something every single day.
We're a target just because
you know what I'm saying.
Like, I'm telling you, bro, just having the homies like saying like a black man love his wife and his kids. A black man been in the household for years with the same woman. You know, it's just like, bro, me saying that, I was like, so that can really happen for me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's real. Like that's realistic. That's not anything that isn't possible. So even just saying stuff like that, bro, just like I said, as our skin color, we're a target already. We already, stereotyped already. Like people people look at me every day, don't know me, but can already paint a picture of who I am. Who they think I am just based off of my image. And I'm just like, so it's important for us, as black men to, had that community around us, solid people. That's why it's important, bro.
So true, man. So true. Nashville, man. Again, man, we're here with my boy Ryan Shaw. Shaw, man, he's with us. Nashville, have you heard of Black Men Vent today? As we wrap up our first segment, man, we'll get into probably the second half, man. Kind of want to talk to you more about your boxing career, man, and stuff like that. But my question I did want to ask you, man, is your family background, man. Your moms, your pops, if you don't mind talking about that, man, their support, in helping you in your career, man. As we wrap up these last little 3 to 5 minutes, let's talk about that, man. How's the family?
How they just
how they doing? How they inspire you?
Yeah. So, I mean, this whole boxing thing is different for everybody. My dad, my mother, my sisters is different because, I mean, this is not just any sport. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's different for everybody, but they support me. Like it's cool seeing my mom start to understand boxing. It's cool to see my dad start to, take an interest in boxing. And it's cool to just see my sisters support me the way they do. But nah, like I said, it's new. It's new for everybody. It's still new for me. Just keeping it on, like keeping it 100. So But yeah, they support me. It's cool just seeing them, start to tap in with it for real. It's super cool. It's super cool.
Yeah, that is good.
At first, my mom was kind of like, I don't know if I want you doing that, but I mean, I'm a grown man.
Yeah, right.
I'ma still do it even if you don't want me to do it. But she at the fight, she's starting to be a little calm now. My first couple of fights when she came, she was like, I don't know if I can do this. She was ready to. She was like, I'm ready to walk out. But now she be there now. She on the ropes with you. Yeah, she there now. So it's cool. It's cool saying that. It's cool saying that. My pop's a little bit more on the cool side with it. Like he be nervous, but he was never like.
Don't
have
do
my
it.
mom.
Right. Yeah, cause see, dads, man, we gonna take some pride in that, man.
Yeah, he does. He love it.
You see my boy putting them hands
he
on
love it. He be at work showing everybody, man. He love it. He love it, man. Which I knew that was gonna come with it. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Did dad, anybody in the family have boxing?
Oh,
You're the first.
The first. Well, I got a cousin that he's around it, but he didn't ever like do it like that. So I was not like most boxers. They like breeded in it. They
right.
Nah, I just kind of just dove in. I'm the only one in my family to do it. So
that's big.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That is big, man.
It's cool. It's really cool. It's cool, man.
Do they tease you, man, about being a security since you technically the only one?
They don't. But I do have like people that find out and just be like, let's go 30 seconds. I'm just like, bro, I'm not finna do that. I'm not.
Boy, they both, man.
I'm just like, I'm not.
I see these videos. I done seen.
And I think they do it as a joke, but some of them, I'm just like, bro, I don't do it for that purpose. I'm not finna go 30 seconds, bro.
I feel you. Look, before we end, I always wanted to ask this.
Yeah.
Is it true that boxers' hands are considered registered?
People, man, I've always been asked that, but I haven't signed anything stating that my hands are registered. I haven't signed.
You needed to handle something.
Yeah, but even if they were, like, if I had to protect myself or anybody around me, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna protect myself.
Y'all heard it here.
But I'm not just out fighting for no. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But no, I haven't signed anything, bro. So I mean, to my knowledge, they aren't.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask.
Because I've always heard it too.
I've always heard that.
I haven't signed anything, bro.
Cool. Well, don't. Nashville, man, we want to thank you guys, man. This has been, the first segment, man. You know how we do it. Black Man Vent 2. Have you heard of Black Man Vent today? We have Ryan Shaw with us, man. Great episode that we starting off with my guy, Shaw Time Shaw.
Yes, sir.
Right after this commercial break, man, we'll get right back into the episode. Nashville, have you heard of Black Man Vent today?
Yes, sir.
What's up? My name is Ryan Shaw Time Shaw, and you are watching Black Man Vent 2.
And just like that, man, we're back. If you're just now joining us, man, hey, Black Man Vent 2 podcast, your favorite podcast, Nashville. Have you heard of Black Man Vent today? YouTube, what is up? Deuces up. What's good, man? Ryan Shaw Time Shaw is here with us, man. We want to thank you guys on YouTube for joining us to our YouTube platform. Check us out, man. Spotify, Amazon Music, Facebook, Apple Music, whatever fingers that I'm missing on those platforms. Make sure y'all check us out, man. Again, have you heard of Black Man Vent today, man? Let's get back into it again with my guy Ryan Shaw, man. Let's get into the boxing, man. Let's get into the culture. Let's get into the real passion, man, that you behind. And when we talk about venting and talk about, just different coping mechanisms when you have for different suppressions and traumas, what's boxing your coping mechanism?
Cool. Bro, that's what I went to. That's what I went to. No intentions on it becoming what it is now. It's just like, I just need something to do. That's all I'm doing this for. It's just led to something else. Which is crazy.
So are you a high energy dude? Like you high energy? like hyped? You be hyped a lot?
Nah, I'm
Okay.
super chill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be
So
super chill.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. When do the beast come out? When you step in the ring?
That's what everybody say. That they'd be like, man, you a different person when you in there.
Yeah.
I would say that's when it, either that or driving. Either that or driving, because my road rage. These people can't drive in Nashville. It's either in the ring or driving. Yeah. But nah, yeah, that's when it come out when I'm in there. Yeah, that's when it come out.
I had that same thought. I was like, man, I just want to see him get mad. Really?
Yeah. Nah.
I want to see him just let me see you in that mode, man.
That's when they come
But
out.
man, what about your life within, man? As you got up to that point, man, what was the thing, out of all things, man? Culturally, we've been known to have a mic, be a rapper, have some type of ball, be a ball player, man. But you chose boxing. What was the one thing, if it was just one thing, that was just like, okay, this is it. This is the way that I'm going to showcase my life and showcase myself and release. Have your moment of crying. Your boxing, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, is your emotional point. So man, at what point in life, man, growing up, where you just knew that it was gonna be boxing? You don't just hop out and just say, man, I want to fight somebody today. You know what I'm saying? So like, what built that up?
I said, bro, I just want to, box just to relieve some stress, relieve some anger, man. And like I said, it's just crazy. One thing led to another. Like that's really it. But I guess the point where I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this is when, I guess I'll say when I used to go to California a lot, go out there to train, and like California is one of like the meccas of boxing.
Okay.
So the same stuff I was hearing here, like if you really want to do this, you can do it. Like you good, man. When I went to California, I was hearing that. So I was like, bro, I gotta believe in myself. If they saying that here, like I was going to world class boxing gyms where like some of the best boxers go train.
Right.
And people that's trained some of the best boxers in the world saw me and was like, man, you can do this. They vouched for me. Yeah. So I was like,
that's good.
Bro, I gotta believe in myself. But I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel like this is my calling because, bro, I just went into it blind. Like, I'm not trying to make nothing out of it. Boom. All of a sudden, so I'm just like, I know I'm supposed to be doing this. If that's what this turned into, just me, just be doing it, and it turned into this, I know I'm supposed to be doing this now. And I've been 6 years. I've been boxing for 6.5 years. That's not a long time. Because you'll catch guys been in the boxing gym since they was 4 or 5 years old. Like people that's breeded into it. Nah, bro. I came into this 21 years old. And I get around people that's been doing it for years, and they be like, bro, how long you been doing this? You sure you been doing it that long? That's not a long. So it's just like, all right, this is it right here. This is your work ethic. This is so and it's crazy. Like, of course, I had days where I don't feel like training. Like, I got those days, But man, I don't know. I've never struggled with being consistent. I've never struggled with being like dedicated to something. I've never struggled with that. And I'm not like bragging, but I just ask myself, like, bro, how come, like, I wonder why I haven't struggled with that. That's weird. That's weird to me. But I don't know. I've never struggled with it. And I wonder why, like, so, but yeah, I just feel like I owe it to myself, and I owe it to like my family. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's just like, all right, you got to do this, bro. And it's not pressure. It's just more so I'm making the choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm making the choice to put my body through this hard training. I'm making the choice to train when I don't want to train. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not any pressure. Yeah.
Hey man, I heard what you said. And you take a lot of people that think a calling has to be something dealing with the church, preacher, usher, singing in the choir, something to that nature. But you just said it. A calling is not necessarily boxed up in the walls of the church. Just your calling. You just said it. It's a platform in which you can display
A
your
black-
lifestyle
yeah.
of living as a Christian in front of
In front-
whoever's
yeah.
watching your platform. So that's what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
And when you continue to have that type of approach, that's when God keeps elevating you. See, some
Yeah.
people wonder how certain dudes get elevated. Well, when certain dudes get, I ain't talking about all of them because all of them don't do it, but some dudes get elevated to the point where when they win the big one, when they win the championship, they don't mind saying, I thank my Lord and Savior
And
Jesus
they're not
Christ.
saying it
They
'cause
don't
it
mind
sound
saying it.
good.
And
They're
that's
saying
the
it 'cause
reason the
they
Lord
mean
lifts
it.
them
Yeah.
up, man.
Exactly.
You got
They're saying it
some
'cause they
people, see,
mean
some
it.
people saying it ain't living it. But a lot of time, not, and I'm not saying 100%, but a lot of time them dudes to say that, man, they really trying to live. Now, they're not perfect. Of course, we're not gonna be perfect, but at least they trying, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep trying, man, I think you going. I think we're gonna see you doing some big and better things, man.
And
I
that's
really
when I got into
I
it.
really believe that.
That's why I told one of my closest bros. I was like, bro, I want to be one of the few athletes that just proclaim their faith, because you
Come
don't
on,
see it
man.
all the time. You don't see
Yes.
athletes,
That's right.
and I mean, if you do, I just feel like some of them say it just because it sounds
Sometimes,
good.
or they
it's-
trying to reach a certain, they're trying to get a certain fan, baby, because I'm one that does that. Now, I love sports. I've been loving sports since I was a little boy, man. And I'm getting ready to ask you about some of your sports here, and I'm going to ask you that in a minute. But when you get that platform, man, you got to be responsible. I heard you say that earlier. You got to be responsible for that, man. When you say, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then somebody see you after the championship, you turn up and you smoking and puffing and passing
like,
and all that stuff. That ain't really exemplifying what you just said when you was on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you say it, you gotta live it. You gotta have some integrity with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like not for, because at some moments it's like I gotta stop and check myself. Like, nah, I gotta remember like why, like who's giving me the strength to do this. I gotta remember who I'm doing this for. Like, it's not. I'm not training off my own strength.
Right.
I'm not doing this off my own strength. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta, keep that in mind. Like, nah, bro, this is who's giving you the strength to do this. This is who gave you, the right mind to choose to do this. This is who laid this in front of you. Like, I have nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying?
Before you get to your, asking them
nothing,
about
bro.
the boxing heroes, man, I admire your consistency and commitment as a black man.
Yeah,
a young black man.
Because culturally, black folks don't even stick to meal plan. We dedicate ourselves to the first of every year for every New Year's resolution. We don't even stick to eating right. Much less, man, this dude, man, is in the gym, man. He's dedicated, man. And for you to even say, I don't have a problem with consistency. Dude, I know I got 100 problems with that.
Yeah, man.
Just consistency in this. You know what I'm saying?
In your career.
In my career. Not in my career, but I will say, like, just, the discipline in boxing has crossed over the discipline in other areas of my life.
Definitely.
I will say that. Like, it's crazy just, what this sport comes with. Because this is a sport where, like, bro, you got to be disciplined like no other. Like, eating and all of that. So, like, it's just helped me out with order in other areas of my life, man. That's the cool part about it.
Love it.
Man, I really got two questions, but I want to hit you with this one first. I'm going to get you with the sports here, but I want to ask you this because we venting, right?
Right.
So let me ask you this. As a black man, what racisms have you had to deal with by being a black man in the boxing world? Because, we deal with that too. Black men deal with it in all aspects of life. So I know you've ran probably have had some incidents where you've dealt with some racism.
I haven't so far.
That's good.
I haven't so far.
Yeah.
But I know it's gonna come with that. I know it will. Just the black man with tattoos all over his body. And I'm just like, I'm prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't had
like you are though.
I haven't had it yet, but I'm prepared for it.
Cool. That's good.
I'm prepared for
That's
it,
good.
man.
And then, like you said, you got a lot of good people around you, man, that can help you, man, be prepared for stuff like that, get you like coached up for stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, him a home run question right here.
Gotcha.
So who is your sports boxing hero? Like when I was coming through the day, man, back in the day, I used to I used to really like the battles between Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard, man, and Thomas Hearns, man, Hitman Hearns, and all that stuff. Then came on through and started watching Holyfield and Tyson and Holyfield and George Foreman, and I was even around during Muhammad Ali days. So I love the boxing sport, man. So who's who's the people that you look up to in this sport, man? Or do you model yourself like your style after somebody?
I like watching Sugar Ray Leonard. That's one of my favorite boxers. I love Sugar Ray Leonard. Of course, I like Muhammad Ali. I like who he was in the ring. I more so like who he was outside the ring. Like he was just he was for the people for real, man. That's what I like. I like Muhammad Ali. Who else, man? It's just boxer from Mexico. His name is Ricardo Lopez.
I seen him.
I seen him.
Ricardo Lopez, because he fight the weight class I fight at, and he was like a perfect boxer. You know, the idea of a perfect boxer is him. Like Ricardo Lopez is perfect. He's a perfect boxer. But that's 3. I want to at least give you 5.
Okay.
So that's 3. I got Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Ricardo Lopez. Who else, man? Who else? Dang, that's a good question. Cause I always go with them 3, but I want to give you 5.
What about what you think about Money Mayweather?
I like Floyd. I like Floyd. I like him.
I ain't gonna say arrogant, just real confident in himself.
He's confident.
Yeah, real confident in himself, man.
I like Mayweather. I like Mayweather. I'll say Mayweather.
Okay.
I'll just say him.
How you feel about Gervonta?
Gervonta, I love Tank. I love Tank. Tank is a beast, man.
Boy,
Tank is a beast. I love watching him fight. I love watching Tank fight. But just like Forrest, who like my inspirations are. I was watching a fight, one of his fights earlier. But who else? So I said Mayweather. Who is my 5th? I don't know if I have a 5th right now.
You probably do like us old folk do when you leave going home.
It'll hit when you leave.
But my top 3 are Sugar Ray Leonard, Ali, and Ricardo Lopez. I'm my top 3. So
Did you hear about, man, the the Mayweather boxing thing?
Yeah. So he opened up one in Midtown last Saturday, and I was there and I saw him.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw him. So
how was that experience, man?
It was cool. Like he just talked about his money a lot.
Of course, of course.
He was like, I made a meal yesterday, made a meal today, right before I got here. Closing out on a $20 billion deal.
That's crazy.
I was like, bro, like, he was just talking about his money. I was like, dang. But I don't know. His vibe was kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to catch. His vibe was really hard to catch, man. But I was at the little event and I saw him. Like, I
know that. And the reason why it's an obvious reason why I asked, but I've seen that over social media and over the news in Nashville, man, that he was here, and I was like, man, that's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? For him to have an actual stamp in Nashville, and I seen an interview. Shout out to Joe Major. And they platform, man, 101.1. But I seen Joe Major's interview he did with Mayweather, and Mayweather was speaking on having another location here real soon, outside of Midtown. So he's trying to grow, man, within the city, man. So
with Nashville, because
Nashville
booming,
it's
man.
booming.
Yeah, we booming, man.
The city's different. Yeah. Well, wherever y'all watching us at,
we booming,
man, come check out the country town, man, because it ain't as country anymore.
That's right.
It's
crazy.
Tourist attraction now, man. Even just talking about that, Ryan, man. What have you seen just in the city, man, over time in terms of the growth that has just kind of blew your mind?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Everything, bro. The cost of like just living here,
bro, man.
It's just seeing all these like the skinny homes they putting up everywhere. Like, I'm just like, bro, wasn't it a store right there yesterday?
Right.
It's taking them 2 weeks to do this. So I'm just like, bro, they building them everywhere. So it's starting to kind of look like Los Angeles here, bro. Like
getting the LA vibe.
It's getting the LA vibe, man. So it's crazy to see, but it's cool to see because like born and raised here. Like I've seen old Nashville.
Mhm.
I've seen like old South Nashville, old East Nashville, old North Nashville. And now I'm seeing them, gentrified every area. I'm just like,
area, man.
Come
just
on,
like, bro, this is crazy.
Mhm.
But
Man.
then again, some of the areas still look how they used to look. But
It's
you know,
still-
it's over time they gonna knock all that stuff down,
Exactly.
But it, like I said, it's crazy to see, but it's cool to see because just all the the events they be having here, like they brought wrestling here to Nissan
The
Stadium.
SummerSlam event.
Yeah, they do the little racing thing.
The
down
Indy, not Indy, whatever, the Indy car, something like that.
What they call it? Stock? Is it stock car? I forgot.
They just had it,
but,
though.
but
It's
it's
Yeah,
big
yeah.
time because it's sold out.
crazy.
So it's
It's
big.
crazy
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that. Then just the different celebrities that are here.
Bro,
and-
not to mention, looking in the past time, we done had the NFL draft.
Yes.
We've had the
And-
women's Final Four.
yeah.
I'm missing a few. I know.
Yeah.
That's what I
you
was
know what I'm
like. That's
saying?
why I just said every event because I was like, I know I'm gonna miss some,
Yeah,
but
we missing a few.
it's crazy,
Yeah.
but it's cool to see it. Like it's really cool to see it.
Mhm.
It is dope
man.
to see because it's our city. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So it is
yeah.
kind of dope.
Yeah,
But like you
man.
said earlier, it gets a problem when you get on these highways.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And all these potholes that's
Yeah.
messing up your alignment.
Man.
And then you got to deal with the folks
The
that
fuck-
can't merge,
Oh,
don't know what a
God.
blinker
Don't use no.
is,
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
opening their eyes on the
Yeah.
road.
Nah,
You feel
nah,
me? So,
man.
I
Bro.
know the feeling of that, brother. Know the
Man,
feeling
let
of
me
that.
ask you this, man. So when you getting prepared for
Yes,
a fight,
sir.
and I just heard you say you watch a lot of fights. So when you getting prepared for people, do you go back and look at a lot of their stuff?
Man, if-
trying to see their weak points and stuff.
So
like that.
if
How
they-
in other words, how do you get prepared as far as the film room? is
If they
concerned?
have film, I'll look at it. But
Mhm.
where I'm at in my career now, like a lot of dudes don't have a lot of fights
Mm.
because we working on kind of like just letting me get some ring experience,
Yeah.
building that up.
Yeah.
But right now, a lot of guys that I'll fight don't have a lot of film, so I just make sure I'm in shape.
sure
I
you
just
right.
make sure I'm
Yeah.
just make sure I'm right.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
just trusting my training. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, who is your trainer, man? You can give him a shout out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. My
for
trainer.
sure.
So I got a probably solid 4. So my head trainer, my head coach is Harvey Jolly. He's a former pro boxer.
Okay.
And my other trainer, his name is Julian Johnson. We call him Juice. He's solid, man.
Mhm.
Juice he's solid. And I got BK. His name Bakari Perry.
Mhm.
We call him BK. He's solid.
Okay.
And I got my cousin. He's my strength and conditioning coach, Tremaine Crook.
Okay.
And man, he's the most slept on coach
Yeah.
around here. Strength and
Word.
man,
Word.
slept on. So I got a team full of sleepers, man. And people don't people don't know like we own it. Yeah.
We home.
I got a team full of sleepers,
Ryan
man. We
said,
own it.
He said I got a team full of sleepers and I'm putting folks to sleep.
Yeah, we got a team full, man. But yeah, they solid, man. Like
That's good.
man, they solid.
That's good.
Solid, man.
Man, I gotta ask this, man, and we venting, man. So, feel free, man, to, answer this how you may. As much people that you're gonna have that's solid in your life, you also have those, man, that you thought was solid. And you seen something else, man. Can you talk about just how important that is to weed out those that type of grass? You know what I'm saying, man? How have you had that experience?
Yeah, man, I've had that experience 3 times. It's just one of them, all of them were blessings, but the second time it happened was one of the biggest blessings because it got to the point where it's like, all right, bro, I can either let them predict how I move or I can predict how I move. Right. It's your choice. So that's made me, hungry. That turned me into, who I am right now, where I'm at in my career so far. But it's like I said, it's a blessing just weeding out the bad ones. Because the people, I know the people that are with me now for a fact, they with me to the end, like they riding. So it's just cool to see how everything kind of just plays out, man. It's really cool just to see how things play out.
The way you answered that, man, even coming out, the first thing you said was, it was a blessing.
Yeah, it was a blessing,
oftentimes
bro.
we don't even see conflict, or anything like that as a blessing on the back end.
True.
Up front.
Blessing,
He's saying
bro.
that up front. You know what I'm saying?
That's a blessing, bro.
That's rough, man.
Yeah. Because I'm telling because he said he talk about his spiritual walk, and he understand, man, that when we go through stuff, it's like a growing thing. It grows us, man. It prepares us for the next level, man. Yeah. That's what's.
And that's just something. Even when it happened, I just gotta admire it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be like, bro, I gotta admire. Like this sucks. It's cool to sit in it for a second, bro. It's cool to sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes at the moment I don't really. I know it's a blessing, but I don't. As soon as it happened, I'm like, dang, like, bro. But end of the day, and the way it played out, bro, it's I couldn't ask for it to happen any other way, bro.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, because like you said, man, I've mentioned this on a couple of podcasts of the importance of being in the moment on the negative and positive side. You know what I'm saying? Even on the negative side, if you sit in the moment of whatever that trial or tribulation is, you kind of offset the trauma and suppression that you may have later on down the line because you're dealing with it right now. You know what I'm saying? You facing them emotions right now,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Versus sweeping it under the rug and all that didn't bother me. Then you look down a year or two later at the same situation with a different person, and that scar that's on your back, you know what I'm saying, kind of get itchy a little bit when you coming back in front of that trigger, man. That trigger traumas, man. Those kind of words, man.
Yeah, that's real.
That's light.
That's real.
But it needs to be heavy.
And it's real.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
real.
It is.
It is,
man. You talk about mental health, like that is a very strong entity in that, man. When you're thinking about these triggers and traumas and stuff like that, because everybody has their own brain. You got your own brain waves, your own thoughts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you can be laying down, like you said, and have 100 things go through your head. Man, it happened to me every night, dude. Like, I'll be honest, man. I overthink the smallest of things.
Man, me too.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of, mental health, man, that we got to talk about. YouTube, wherever y'all at. Let's speak on the importance not only of cultural mental health, but just mental health amongst men. Just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not strapping this down to black. Y'all know our platform at this point, and y'all know how we rock. But at the end of the day, man, let's focus on mental health for all men, because black, white, blue, or purple, we dealing with it.
We dealing with it, man. And it's a lot of to be a real man, it's a lot of responsibility, man, especially when you're a man that's got a family. And you're a man that's got a wife and kid. That's a responsibility. Matter of fact, that's probably one of the most responsible jobs in the world, man, because you got to raise these kids up, man, to try to make them, try to get them to be respectful and get them to be productive citizens instead of liabilities, man. And then while you doing all that, you got to try to hold a job down, try to keep the wife straight and all that, man. Then you got to do some self-care, too. You're so right. Hey, man, let's talk about that right quick. We so busy taking care of other folks. How we do the self-checks, man? What that self-check all about?
And even like for me, I don't have no kids or anything, but I gotta tend to myself too. You know what I'm saying? So even with just being me, just having my responsibilities, I gotta tend to myself. So
you got any love interest, man?
Yeah, I got man. It'll be, what's today? The 19th, the 21st. That'll be a month I've been with my girlfriend. I was single for a minute, and the way I met her, like I was not. That snuck up on me. It's crazy. It's crazy.
She snuck you with a jam, dog.
I was not, bro. I was not ready for it, but it came at the most unexpected time. Was like the most perfect time, bro. It's just crazy how it happened, but she's a blessing, bro. She support me. Like, she don't know nothing about boxing, but she support me just because I do it, bro. Like she has an interest in it just because I do it. So it's a blessing, bro. I'm not gonna cap. This man.
And I'll get ready to
came out of nowhere.
Like you said, it's a blessing, man, because sometimes that can be a hindrance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to train, and she be like, "Babe, I want to go out to eat. I want to catch this show."
She already know. Like, she called me like towards the end of like training for my last fight. So she didn't get the whole experience, but even towards the end of that, like, she was super supportive. Even now, like one morning, this happened this past weekend. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna set my alarm. I'm gonna get up early and go run. I got up early, but I was like, I don't feel like going to run. She's like, nah, you gotta go run. You got to. I was like, I bet. That's love, man. I was like, bet. I was like, thank you. She was like, you gotta go run. I was like, that's why you my girlfriend. That's why you my girlfriend.
That's the reason. Let's do a little relationship one-on-one right quick. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they not enhancing you and you're not enhancing them in some kind of way, making them better and they making you better, then that's the right relationship.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
they're not doing that, you might be wasting your time. You might be wasting your time.
Yeah, she
you
hit
might
me
be
with
wasting your
that. I was
time.
like, yeah.
That's a beautiful thing because I think as we wrapping up, it was one dude, I can't remember who it was. We done had so many folks on this table, but he said something about how a girl you'll tell her, hey baby, my back hurt. She'll tell you to go to the doctor. A woman gonna set the appointment at the chiropractor.
Yeah.
A woman gonna set the appointment at the chiropractor. You know what I'm saying? Baby, your appointment next Monday at 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying, with Dr. So-and-so.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I admire it, man, just in your relationship, bro, man. Shout out to your girl, man. If she tunes in, man, the support. You've been talking about that all day. The support, man, is big. And you know, man, with something like boxing or just any industry that you in, man, as a black man, we need that. We need all of that. We need all that, man. As we wrap up, man, again, Nashville, man, it's been a great episode, man.
Love it.
Ryan
love
Shaw
it.
Time Shaw. Let's get some of your social media tags, man. Just where can we find you, man? Find some of your fights if you have them out.
Yeah, you can find me on IG, Shawtime94. That's just straight Shawtime 94. Facebook just under Ryan Shaw. Got a YouTube channel, Shawtime. That's the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So yeah, I think everybody telling me to make a TikTok. They said that's the
wow. We confirmation. So
yeah.
We'll
We'll talk about that off mic, man. We'll talk about that off mic,
like,
man.
Make a TikTok. So I guess I'm gonna try that out.
Man,
so,
but we're gonna learn together.
Yeah, IG, Facebook, and YouTube. Like Facebook, Ryan Shaw, IG Shawtime 94, and YouTube. My YouTube channel is Shawtime. So yeah,
for sure. Yeah, man, we'll talk about TikTok off there. Anybody on YouTube that know how to deal with TikTok, tap in with us, man. All three of us, in all honesty. You know
look, our cameraman.
Shout out
y'all
again.
didn't see our cameraman, Taylor May, like, man, what you talking about, man?
We got the resource right here, man.
And we tripping.
Yeah, I'm shortchanging my dude, man. Taylor Made Images, man. The baddest photographer, videographer in the land, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him that does all of our YouTube episodes.
Yes.
Make sure y'all tap in with that resource, man. But Black Man Vent 2, man, it's been great. Ryan, thank you, bro.
Appreciate it.
I
appreciate y'all. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this a lot, bro.
Man. It's been a pleasure, man, to have you, dude. Man, Pops, that's a good way to wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, again, thank you, man. And we wish your career much success, man. And when you get ready to fight for that big championship, man, just send us some tickets. Hey, send them a ticket. Let us get a Zoom, pay-per-view or something, man.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, man.
Because I feel like you're going to do big things, man.
Yes,
I feel like you're going to hold one of them up, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that manifestation, man.
Yeah, man. We want to be in the crowd, bro.
Yeah, I got y'all, man. I got y'all.
Nashville, man. Ryan, Shawtime Shaw. This has been another episode of Black Men Vent 2 Podcast, exclusive season, exclusive episode.
Yes,
tap back in all those YouTube episodes that we've had, man. We've had 2 Live Breed, Charles Key, a couple of other YouTube episodes, man. We're really trying to blow our platform up visually, so make sure y'all tap in with that. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You can do what you can, and you can't with what you can't. Pop.
Until next week, Nashville, it's a wrap. Black man, don't get trapped.